everybody, I'm Susie Brown from the JaneDear Girls, and you're watching My Favorite Things. And today I wanted to talk about my bangs. I have had bangs pretty much since I was 4 years old. And these bangs are called, pretty much, I like to call them, the Betty Page Country Pinup Girl. How they kind of bow a little bit on the sides. And so I asked my very good friend, Elle, she works at Elan here in Nashville, and I asked her to come over and help me with my bangs because they're getting a little long. So she's going to explain how to cut your bangs.
Well, hi there. So I'm Elle, and I'm going to just go through a couple different little steps that need to happen in order to create this look. So to start off, Susie did a great thing already and kind of pulled her hair out of the way for us so we could see this a lot better. But basically when it comes to these bangs, we got to find a starting point. And how we do that is actually laying a comb flat on the top of your head will help us find that. So right where the comb starts to lift off the head is going to be the starting point in which those bangs are going to come back to give that really full Betty Page bang. Also, to create this look and make it the most effective, coming all the way to the side of her temples. This line needs to continue down to an imaginary line, even almost to the edge of her eyebrows. So if you're doing this look at home, that's really important to know that that's the width that we need to have to create that full, strong line as it comes up and into the hairline. We will begin, and I'm going to start to wet her down, and we'll get her on a roll of cutting these bangs. Okay, so now that I got her all wet down with some water here, I'm going to go ahead and start to put my first line in. As you notice, I actually clip a good portion of it up out of my way so I could work at little segments at a time so I could really see my line. As I start to build that hair on top of each other, it's going to create a very easy line for me to keep matching up to the length that I want it to hit at. And how I kind of determine that is right now that she's all wet down, you can see that they're about at her eyebrows. So to get the Betty Page look, we want to have it a good, usually I find my center point in the middle of the bang and then I work from there. So I kind of let my comb roll as I, follow my guideline as I cut her. And I'll let it just kind of tell me where to go as I bring that across and start doing my cut. But the most important part is just really getting that that proper length right above that eyebrow, that certain length that I know that once it's dry and it springs up, if she has any cowlicks or anything like that, I know I could control the length a little bit more when it's dry too. So I tend to do a lot less cutting at first and a little bit more detailing when it's all dried again. So that's the first and the most important thing of this cut. Okay. This is also really important that we don't cut her bangs in between the fingers because that's going to create a whole different bubbling effect and a whole different length change as you hold it that way. So it's really important that I'm actually combing it down and letting it just go in between the teeth of the comb so it's at a natural fall. Alright, now I'm going to take my next little section here. Again, it's just little bits at a time so I can really control that length and the buildup of weight so they stay nice and solid and don't jump up and spring up too high and get too short on me. So you can see, I can see my cutting line in between those little hairs that I just knocked down. So, now we'll begin the section number 2. Alright, and as you can see, now it's all done. She is ready to go, and she is ready to sing her next hit song. Thanks for having me, you guys.
So thank you guys so much for watching my favorite things this week, and thank you to my good friend Elle for helping me out on the bangs today. So anyways, we'll see you guys next week. Bye!